Today we talk about termination, such a sad topic, because if you are a manager or if you are a leader of a team and you deal with people, sometimes yes, you can be in a phase when you need to think about it and to take this decision if firing or not somebody. But why is it so difficult to fire somebody? Because at the end of the day, we would like to be objective. We don't want, as leaders, to fire somebody just because we are in a moment angry to somebody or because we see that they do not agree with us. We would like to take the right decision, so we don't want to be influenced, but we know that a termination has an influence and an impact on people's life. With my video of today, I will help you to be as fair as possible. You will keep your integrity. You will know the phases, the processes that you need to follow in order to take the right decision as objective as possible, and also the person who will be fired eventually will accept your decision. But first, the presentation. Welcome to my channel, Leader to Lead. Unleash your potential and become the leader that you would want to follow. I forgot to tell you, at the end of the video there will be also a bonus for you, so just make sure that you go through the full video and you will see it entirely. And let's imagine again, just to make it easy, a person, again Frank. Why we might fire Frank? Well, it can happen because we have a redundancy in the team or a restructuring in the organization. That's an easy one, right? It is not depending on us. If we have to do it, we have to do it. Easy thing, we are not talking about this. Another one is a behavioral issue. When you have somebody doing bad things like bullying somebody, maybe is doing something illegal. Easy to take the decision. I'm not talking about these things. But the third one, when you, unfortunately, you might consider to fire somebody, in this case Frank, is performance. If the performance is constantly poor, then you need to make sure that you are evaluating properly this performance. What is the process? How you can make sure that you are taking the right decision, and this is the key thing. So you have 3 phases. Phase number 1, you do an investigation. Is it the first time that Frank is performing poorly, or his performance was always bad? If he previously is working fine and performing really well, you might consider the fact that this is something temporary. So talk to him, listen to him and see what's going on. What's the problem? Maybe he has some personal issues that has an impact on his performance. Don't start immediately to think, okay, I need to fire him. Talk to him. Second phase, if you see that this is something not temporary, you need to give the opportunity to Frank to improve. Because maybe Frank has been hired not by you, by somebody else, and this person was not really considering the skills of Frank. You cannot fire him just because of the error of somebody else. Give him the opportunity to improve. In some companies, in these cases, they create development plan or performance improvement plan. It is a really specific written plan which will help you to follow his performance in a specific time frame, let's say 1 month, a quarter, so 3 months. So you need to give clear goals. Give you an example. Customer satisfaction. Satisfaction is, I don't know, 80%. Hey Frank, I would like you to reach the 90%. So we will review on a weekly basis where you are. Based on the feedback that we receive from the survey or whatever you have in the company, we will see where you are. And I will ask you to sign the performance of that specific week so that you acknowledge it. In this way, you are sure that what you are communicating is already accepted, and this can be good or can be also bad. You need to then make clear really how long will be this performance plan and what is the consequence. He needs to know it. So he needs to know already that, Frank, I give you the opportunity to improve, but unfortunately, if after this development plan you are not reaching the level that you need, and despite I give you all the help, you are not there, we might consider to terminate your employment with us. So this was phase number 2, giving the possibility to Frank to improve. And we are at the phase number 3, when you went through the process, you give the development plan, and then you see what is the result. If the result is good, all happy, you say, Frank, I'm really happy, you passed it, you are with us. Cool. If he's not, unfortunately you need to talk about the termination. So when you do this discussion with Frank, you need to refer to the development plan and to show that I give you the opportunity, you try to go through it, but you could not reach the expected results. This should be really clear, and in this way will be easier to Frank to accept this decision. And it is really important to mention, termination should never be a punishment. It's not about punishment. It's not a personal thing. It's about the business. Performance was not good because Frank was missing some skills and some competencies. Maybe he is not really good in analytics and he cannot work as an accountant, but maybe he's good in something else. So it doesn't mean that he is punished, that he is bad, and this is good if you clarify this with Frank. And here we are at the bonus. If possible, and this is really important, try to give another opportunity to Frank in another team, in another department. Try to assess this, maybe with other managers, if there is any open position, because as I said, maybe Frank was not good as an accountant but will be great as sales. And this will be also a good opportunity to give more motivation that, okay, in this position I will show how good I am. This is a good way of taking the right decision, having the opportunity to hire another person who will be more competent than Frank, but at the same time give Frank the opportunity to show his capabilities in another position. That's all. I hope that this video was helpful for you and you will be more confident in handling situations like this. And now the usual request, please support me as I try to support you. Give me your likes and comments. Evaluate the possibility to subscribe to my channel. See you in the next video. Take care, guys.